The other thing I want to look at, Donald Trump this week sued the Treasury Department and the IRS for and wants at least $10 billion in damages because they released parts of his tax forms, his taxes. So any American can do this if they release to the public your tax forms, your tax filings. No president, and certainly no sitting president, has ever done this before. And Donald Trump now controls the IRS and the Treasury, and he's sued them. So how long do you think it is before they go, hey, let's just settle for $2 billion and get it over with? Meanwhile, that's Donald Trump bilking the federal Treasury of $2 billion or $10 billion or how many ever billions of dollars that could help out, I don't know, the most unfortunate people in America, or those who live below the poverty line, or those who need education or health care or anything else. I find it amazing that this story is not one of the top stories in the country right now because of, and you know, something that you said, Mark, rich people always hang out together, and they certainly legislate and take care of one another. So I don't imagine that this is going to end well for the Treasury of the United States. But should we be happy about a president bilking the Treasury? Mark?
So I've been litigating FOIA cases for over 35 years, almost 35 years. I will say it is harder, in fact, impossible to get IRS tax return information than it is to get classified information out of the government. It is one of the most protected areas of documents that the government has. I would have happily brought a lawsuit for someone whose tax records were illegally released. That's separate and apart from the issue of should the sitting president of the United States file a lawsuit against the United States. Even Senator Ron Johnson, who is a huge MAGA Trump supporter on most issues, was on, as I mentioned earlier, on State of the Union with Dana Bash, and was uncomfortable with the fact that Trump was suing. And he made the point that I would agree with, that there should be a full investigation as to who illegally leaked the tax return information. The reality is Trump should have released his tax returns anyway, like all presidential candidates do, but you know, he's just too good for us. That's a separate story also. That's a policy issue. That's not a legal one, but no one has the authority to illegally release it. And that person should be properly disciplined if they haven't been already. But the notion of suing your company that you work for and run for such a sum, which of course he didn't suffer anywhere close to $10 billion. He didn't suffer any damages. He won the election still. So yeah,
what damages could he show?
And it's just one of, I mean, I don't want to say this lawsuit's not frivolous on its face, but it is so inappropriate. And it's just one of many. I mean, I could write a book just on the frivolous,
always a book,
and inappropriate lawsuits that Donald Trump has filed, you know, and especially as a sitting president of the United States, rewriting the norms, which I hope will, as we get into the future and then the present of the future, however this works out, and look back to the past, that these will be aberrations, and that, you know, presidents don't sue the United States while they're president.
There's a title of a book.